You're watching Cable 2.
Hello, my name is J.R. Duckett, and I'm your host for today's show.
And I'm Jackie Pearson. I'm the Director of Library Media Services for the Winston-Salem-Forsyth County School District.
Welcome to Media Quest. We are on a mission touring around the school system in pursuit of fun and exciting media-centered school programs. Our goal is to provide you with a small glimpse of Media Center school program that you might have missed at school due to work or other classes.
As you know, our media programs have been evolving over the last couple of years, and our school library media coordinators still promote literacy. That's a big part of their job. But they also have a big responsibility for teaching information and research skills, and work with a wide variety of formats. In addition to print books, we have ebooks and audiobooks and databases and all kinds of digital resources. In addition, they teach that very valuable information skills and digital safety and online safety and some of the social media skills that our students need to be discussed with on a fairly frequent basis. And they also create community programs that bring parents and families into the schools to interact with stories. And with our latest county school bond package, we're adding modern, flexible furniture to many of the media centers, and that will begin to integrate maker spaces and making kinds of activities and create a more flexible, modern, future-ready learning space for our students.
When you watch Media Quest, you become a witness to all the fun and exciting things happening in the Media Center. So please join us for our quest. Hello, I am J.R. Duckett, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's edition of Media Quest. Now, today we're at Walkertown Middle School, and I am honored to be sitting beside Ms. Gina Webster, who is Walkertown Middle School's media coordinator. How are you doing today, Gina?
I'm doing well, thank you, Mr. Duckett.
So why don't you tell us about your presentation that you're going to do for us?
Today we're going to share with you some of our unique programs, events, and opportunities for our students and teachers that we offer here at Walkertown Middle School for quality teaching and learning. We're going to show you an inside, backstage view of all of the things that we offer to make learning and teaching at our school exciting and fun, engaging, and meaningful for our students. Today you're going to see examples of many of our outreach programs, activities, lessons, all different kinds of things that we do at Walkertown Middle School in our Media Center to make teaching and learning engaging and fun and meaningful for our students. You'll see everything from our incentive programs that recognize students for meeting their reading goals to parent and community outreach programs. You're also going to see examples of things that we do to get students excited about reading and to help improve their research skills and just prepare them for all of the things that they're going to need to be able to do in the future to be highly successful in whatever they choose to do with their lives.
Thank you. So let's sit back and enjoy the presentation.
When I walk into my school's media center, it's very warm and welcoming, and I can just walk in and I feel like I can just go and read and browse for books, and the librarians are really nice. I feel like when I can come in, I can just ask them if I'm lost or confused, and it's just a very welcoming place. I like how that some people, if they need to work on like projects or books reports, they can work over in the computer lab that's here. And if you like, let's say you like sports and you like one team, you can find a book on that team that you like.
The library is very inviting and welcoming to students. I mean, the librarians help you understand what you're trying to look for.
Walkertown Middle School's Media Center is an integral part of student success at school. We consider it the hub of the school. Everything that goes on that's exciting and innovating starts here. And that's for teachers, that's for students, that's for the community. We have a lot of great projects that go on that just pull everything together. From the resources in the Media Center, this design of the Media Center, everything was so well thought out.
I enjoyed the Media Center because I've been able to get books, and some of the books I've read, they've helped with like ELA, language arts and stuff. And that's really helped me get good grades in school, and some of the books are very interesting.
I like our library because it's a lot of fun and there are a lot of books and I want to read them all. And I enjoy reading the books in here. And what makes our library unique is that it's very big. And I haven't been in a school with a super big library like this one.
My first impression of the Media Center was like exploding bomb, because like all the artwork and all the neatness and the wideness of it all, but mostly because not only did the teachers do this, but students helped created it too.
I love bringing my students here. I am an EC teacher, so it provides a multitude of materials and resources.
Every time that we purchase new materials in this Media Center, it is a community effort. You're always looking for what is it that you feel like is going to benefit students? What is it that teachers need in their classrooms to be successful? It's never one person making a decision. It's a family. And I feel like Mrs. Webster and this Media Center goes beyond asking teachers their input to make this place such a successful place and such a inviting and welcoming place for students.
Walkertown Middle School Media Center is truly special. Here at Walkertown Middle School, Mrs. Webster and Mrs. Woolen provide us teachers and staff with opportunities to grow and expand our learning and ways to help students across all styles of learning and diversify our skills. Last year they created a pop-in event where we could come and learn more about print resources as well as online resources that would provide students from our advanced to those who are struggling to learn more about literacy across different fields.
checked out several playaways, and I really did like them, because when you're reading the book, you don't really know you don't know some of the big words. So the playaway would say those, and you can actually know what the words are and can understand the book better.
I think it is a warm, inviting place to come in here, because once you come in here, it seems like it's like home. Like you can sit in a chair like this and just read a book.
Teachers as well have an opportunity to come in and learn here at the Media Center. Our media specialist, Ms. Webster, she provides workshops and professional development on ways that we can better our classroom through technology and a multitude of resources.
One of the most outstanding programs offered in the Media Center is our community-based Ages and Pages program. This program gives the opportunity for families to read together, to do projects together, to talk about what's important with reading. Through this program, we have community members come in. Those community members are resources to our students to say, hey, this is how we connect to what you're learning.
Ages and Pages kickoff night. It was really fun. You could eat with your family and go to different rooms and learn about real life experience with other people.
The survival stations are good because I got to learn on how people survived shark attacks, how they survived from venomous snakes, and lots of others. Well, Ages and Pages Survival is just a lot of books about survival and how and what to do just in case of those emergencies, and how like to build a fire and how to build a shelter if you really need it.
My favorite presentation for the Ages and Pages was the breast cancer survivalist. She talked about what happened, her experiences, and what I liked most was she kept fighting and kept going and didn't give up. During Ages and Pages kickoff, I went to 2 stations. I went to the Stranded in the Amazon and the Firefighter. I learned a lot, and it gave me some background knowledge for when those scenarios happen. Like you're supposed to have smoke detectors in your house, like a lot, in every room. And when you're stranded in the Amazon, you use the resources that you can find in different ways.
I enjoyed the survival books that y'all had on selection, and I enjoyed sitting with my parents and talking to them and reading and everything like that.
It was inspiring to hear those survival stories about those people, because it was fun to hear how they persevered and kept moving forward.
My mom and I when we went to the Ages and Pages, we heard the rodeo story, and when we heard it, the most thing that stood out to me was when that the nurse said he was going to live, and my mom and I got very emotional, because it's just good to know that there is hope in the world and that miracles do happen sometimes.
having a good school library can help their like reading capacity, and it can help like the way they read, the way they write. It's gonna help the whole effect of life.
It's really comfortable and inviting. When you come into the media center, you feel like she wants you to read this book, and she wants you to enjoy it.
I know that I'm gonna come here, that the library can help me figure out what book I want to read. So when I come back, I can like tell them how I felt about the book. See, it's like a give and receive, and you come back and get a feedback of what you thought of the book, and that'll better help between you and your librarian, so y'all can be like have a better relationship.
The Monster Mash Book Buffet was a great place because you got to listen to the book as you read along to the book, and it helped you know if you would want to read this book or if you would try to read another book, and there were plenty of books that you could read and listen to. I found the Monster Mash Book Buffet very enjoyable.
So like people in here like so welcoming. They welcome you and they help you find books in the library that can better suit you and like help you through whatever you're going through right now in your life.
My favorite types of books to read are books about the American Revolution, history, American wars, and the library offers lots of.
My favorite thing about the media center is the activities and stuff, like Ages and Pages Survival and the Dr. Seuss Village.
Across America Day, I enjoyed that we got to dress up for the second graders, really crazy, and they all enjoyed it. We emphasized the importance of reading, and we practiced that by reading books to the second graders and doing a party for Dr. Seuss and reading Green Eggs and Ham in a Rap and dancing it to them.
I felt great. I felt very happy and joyful to read to the kids, and I just felt that it was a great learning experience in communication.
students love coming to the Media Center. It's very colorful and very lively. They don't just look at it like this is a place where we have to go do assignments, or this is a place where we have to go just sit completely quiet. They come in and they know the areas because they had the prep at the beginning of the year, the orientation. So they know the areas and the books that they really, are interested in.
I read Hatchet, and I did a letter to the author about how good it was and about how maybe he could improve it a little bit more.
Okay. My favorite types of books are like adventure, action, and like survival books where it has a drama story, but there's actions in between the scenes. Okay. And I enjoy those.
My favorite book that I enjoyed was probably Wonder, and it was a very great book. It was like you kept wanting to, after next page, you wanted to just keep reading it and going through it.
My favorite book would probably be Hatchet by Gary Pawson, because I like the outdoors and things like that, so it really ties into like me. I have good connections with that book.
She works with me, works with the EC teachers and the regular ed teachers, on this and she makes us aware about what levels they need to meet. Those students work really hard to get that. They have been a part of every event, that has come around, and they see it as an opportunity. Look, I've met my goal, I get to go in and I get to have lunch with my peers that have done, done the same thing.
When I earn an invitation to a Reading Passport lunch, it makes me feel special because I know that the amount of books I read and the amount of points I got let me earn something that would make me feel special, and it encourages me to read more.
The Reading Passport program encourages my brain to keep reading more, because if I stop reading, my love of reading will fade away, and I feel like that program will help me keep moving on, get good grades, because my reading skills will improve more and more.
Kids really enjoy the celebration, and they realize that they get this from meeting their reading goals.
Perfect. When I find out I'm going to the Passport lunches, I feel good about what I've read, because I read books I like, and it gets me there, so it's really, really easy if you just read books you like.
The lunches, they serve different stuff, which is really good. They make me feel proud of what I've done, what I've accomplished on my reading skills.
I am looking forward to the auction because they will have electronics and a lot of other books, and I would be able to win those.
Makes me feel happy because I know I'm doing I'm not moving back, I'm looking forward, and I'm doing something good.
And so you have a lot to look forward to when you come here, because it's not something that you wouldn't want to do. It's something that most middle schoolers enjoy.
Yes, because this place can be a success to kids who may have bad grades. It can give them their mind strength and smartness so that they can read their reading skills. If some kids don't even read, they might be able to read. Once they step in this library, they'll feel like this is the place they want to read. I want to start my career here reading. I want to write a book when I grow up.
This library is a safe and supportive place for the students because the librarians really know they're here to help you understand what you're trying to go through. They're really just here to help you, and this is a safe environment for you to just be you yourself.
When I meet reading goals, they're you feel great because that's your goal and you've reached it, and usually you feel good about reaching goals. And
I believe that the library helps us become a lifelong learner because no matter how old you are and no matter where you go in life, the library is always going to be here for you, and it's always somewhere where you can go and feel safe and where you can be transported to different worlds.
So I think it's definitely a good place to come when you're feeling down or you just want a good read, go home and feel good about yourself.
And through all of this, it creates a family. It creates a family through what's in your community. It creates a family with who's your family when you're at school. And it also brings in the importance of family at home and how when we all work together as one, students succeed. And students, they see the value of education.
Thank you, Mr. Duckett, for allowing us to share with you the exciting things we have going on at Walkertown Middle School in our media program. I hope you've enjoyed a backstage view of our library and the things that we do to help make teaching and learning exciting at Walkertown Middle School. Feel free to reach out to me if you have questions. We would love to have you visit our library if you're ever close by. Thanks again for sharing our media quest today.
I hope that you've enjoyed watching all the activity in the Media Center that we featured for you in today's show. Hopefully this will inspire you to visit your Media Center.
And as you visit the media centers, notice the wonderful furniture and all the engaging activities that the students are performing in the libraries. And just know that our goal is always to produce those lifelong learners, students that love to read and have effective users of information.
Okay, check out the Cable 2 Media Guide so that way you can see when the next episode of Media Quest will be shown. Now, in the meantime, we want you to read a good book and also go visit your public and your school's media center.